If you want to come into this as a victim, you're going to see everything and you're a victim to it. The way I teach, you're victimizing the unlearned. You're victimizing the neophyte. They don't know how to fucking trade. They put their stop loss in the wrong place. We're running on them. We're not running in a pack like a wild animals, okay? Trying to find whatever moves next. That's reacting to price. Fuck that. We are a cheetah. We know we can run any fucking thing down. We can run anything down. Put whatever fuck you want to put in front of us, whatever method out there, we will run circles around that shit. Nothing can fucking beat what I'm telling you. Nothing can beat this. Nothing. If it could, it would have came. It's never come. You are a cheetah stalking in the high grass. And there's a herd out there. They think they're safe because they're close. They're all doing the same thing, eating the grass. They're hanging around, same people, doing the same shit. Harmonic, retail, Elliott wave shit. You're the cheetah. You're sitting out there in the long grass. You're just waiting. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you see that one gazelle just takes a step too far out and puts his stop loss right there. Easy for the taking. The herd is going to move away, but that one animal that doesn't know what it's doing, it doesn't shift when it should. And now there's a fair value gap. In 72 miles an hour, in seconds, your ass is there pouncing on it. That's what I'm envisioning in price. Do I know that person that's losing money? No. Do I know the person that has all their hopes and expectations of making money on that trade? Do I know them? Am I going to see them? No. Am I worried about them? No. Do I feel bad that they lost money? No. I have to eat. You have to eat. Everybody signs the same risk disclosures when you come into this market. Everybody understands that you can lose and lose more than you have. I have no qualms about it, period. It's the way it is. It's a jungle out here. You either are prey or you're a predator. I don't walk around or teach my students to be a lamb. This is the way it is, folks. You have to have teeth and you have to have claws. And you need to know when to use them and how to use them. You want to come in here and play the nice guy role and everybody, is going to love you and you never say anything wrong or never off color or whatever. The bottom line is, that's not what this is. This is fucking war. We're talking about money, real money, lots of it, and major entities out there that do not want you to be doing this successfully. They're going to roll on that. And I'm teaching you how to beat the fuck out of that, okay? Consistently.
Alrighty, good morning, boys and girls. How we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Say hello in the chat. Hit the like button for me. Good morning, everybody. What's up? Hindsight King, Wolf Dubai, V's, Hane, Pluto, Cherry. Good morning, Mr. Dave, Kookie, Dynamite. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy what would have been, what could have been, what should have been a pre-NFP Thursday, but I'm afraid it is not so. I'm afraid it is not so. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let's jump into the charts. We got like 90 seconds here until market opens up. And looking at the economic calendar, we do have 10 a.m. red folder news now. This was originally supposed to be on Tuesday. It got moved to today because of the vote for the government shutdown on Tuesday taking place. So this got moved. We do have 10 a.m. red folder news today. We have Trump speaking not till 7 o'clock tonight. so shouldn't be an issue there. Now, we have absolute bloody mayhem in these streets, boys. We are just absolutely selling off like crazy across pretty much all assets now. We've sold off obviously a lot in crypto. We've sold off a good decent amount in metals as well. I mean, dude, silver is down another 11%. Holy cow. Ain't it just wild, dude? Who would have thought we'd live in a world where metals are moving like meme coins now? And we got NQ and ES and these indices now kind of starting to hopefully look to make a move out of this range. I mean, that's kind of the only positive of this, obviously, would be that. But looking at, obviously, NQ here, we got price trading below previous day low. Yesterday, we had taken out 2 previous monthly lows. So we took out January low. We took out December low. We have November low, which is 24,153. And that also happens to be this quarterly low from this 3-month chart. So we'll see, man. That could be potentially where this draw is headed towards. Give you a look at the weekly candle here. You can finally see some volume compared to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. So this is our biggest volume week in the last 9 weeks. So over 2 months of range-bound price. Are we finally escaping the range, chap? It definitely seems like we could be doing so here, boys. But so what does that mean? Going into today, obviously we've been pretty lopsided this week, right? Monday was really our only up day, and then we set in the high of the week on Tuesday during London. Sell off Tuesday all day, sell off yesterday. Yesterday in the afternoon, we did end up getting a rally to 50% of this 4-hour leg down from yesterday, right? So we had this impulse down. We did get a rebound and a rally to 50% in the 2 p.m. 4-hour candle. So technically this is actually rebalanced. There really isn't a whole lot of need for price to come back up. I know kind of the first initial instinct when we take out previous day low is to want to be bullish. But we're gonna have to wait and see on that. Longs might take a lot of patience and probably some good higher time frame structure shifts to really feel super confident in them, if I'm being totally honest. So we will have to see on longs, but potentially we could see price drawing towards that November low 153. That it would be from current price, be about a 2% drop. It'd be a pretty sizable move, but it could definitely happen. So yeah, that's kind of the thought process. And as far as that goes, I mean, that is really, like, if I go up here to the monthly and the weekly charts, I mean, that's our only sell side draw really left here, other than potentially like this. This is an old new week opening gap. Maybe we see a little reaction from this previous weekly low from November 24th. But I think all in all, from a higher time frame perspective, we're headed to the November lows overall. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to happen this week. It could happen this week. We'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, man, got a nice little sell-off as well in what's this, pre-market here. We had a 1 hour candle. We weren't doing really a whole lot in like Asia, London, but then at 7 a.m. we just got a big sell-off to the previous day low. So that next level will be 616 if it wants to get there. Let's double up. Did leave behind an hourly gap. So far getting rejection here now from the open. We did open up. We opened lower, kind of like yesterday, and we'll see if this wants to actually flip structure or not. We'll clear this up. We're below previous day low, boys and girls, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna take these lines off just to keep the chart clean. But yeah, man, Oh, aren't you guys tired of winning? We're just about to listen. We kind of thought this might be coming. Nobody that was watching markets, gold and silver go parabolic, thought that was normal. So, good morning, Melda. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Soné. What's up, everybody? Good morning, Dario. Jolin, good morning. Happy to say I already got one of the accounts you gave me to funded. There you go, Jolin. Yeah, Jolin won. For those of you guys that don't know, Jolin won 2 of the giveaways in the last couple of weeks. Quite literally, lucky duck. And 1 to funded already. Nice, dude. That's what we like to hear. See, that's the thing. You always give these accounts away, and you never know. Like, you just kind of assume that people just blow them. To be honest. So that's good news, Jolin. Good morning, Debbie. Blew an account yesterday. Thought you had 1K left. Yeah, dude. Yesterday was pretty tricky. We kept taking out sell side levels. Obviously, there was a lot of them stacked up. We kept taking out sell side levels, and then we would give lower time frame confirmation of reversal higher, and we had, in my opinion, things we could definitely retrace for. We had a lot of low resistance liquidity that was left at higher prices, but price just created some inducement to keep going lower, man. Yeah, hit the like button, boys. We'll do a potential giveaway today. You know, as long as chat's on their best behavior, we'll see. We'll see. You know, it's always up for discussion. I did not get my loss back from Lucid as of yet. I haven't touched the accounts just because I'm kind of just waiting. I did get the loss back on TRADEIFY though. Yeah, so yesterday ended up kind of being more of a wash, I guess, in some regards. Did anybody else get their accounts any losses from yesterday morning put back from the TRADEIFY issue? They might still be working on it. I haven't seen any official we're done with the review or whatever. Yeah, I know, Katas. I just don't think they're done with it yet. They said that they were gonna push out a big mass email when they were done with it. All right, boys. 7 minutes into the open here. On the 1 minute, we see price push down at the open, push back up. This is actually our first presented fair value gap, and we are seeing price respect bullish here. Nice rejection wick on the 5. And hourly gap right here. So hourly gap above these highs. I never did look at the poll in the chat. 49% say we go lower, 36% we go higher, 16%. Couldn't tell you, don't ask. All right, fair enough. I won't ask you then. I won't ask. I mean, yeah, I just don't feel confident in longs until if this got ran through. Like I said, if we're gonna be looking for longs, I do feel like having some extreme patience with the longs and seeing some higher time for market structure shift for some confidence is kind of needed. Otherwise, we could see this hold and then just roll over. Now, a lot of you guys are probably eyeing up this as low resistance liquidity, and it is. But just think back to yesterday. Yesterday, we had low resistance liquidity as well, all built up in here, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. What's up, Lorenzo? We did stop just short of this level. ES also stopping short of January low. So yeah, man. Woman is structure does look good. I am mother. Is that your name? I am mother. What's up? Or is it I am other? I guess it would be I am other, wouldn't it? Longs are good. I agree. They do look good here in the 1 minute. And the 5. You'd have to front run this hourly gap. That's the only problem. So that's about it. But then you have nice low resistance, nice low resistant highs up here. Oops. With London and Asia. Points. What's up, Retain? Selling here is forbidden? What do you mean? People say they're bearish, trying to present. Oh, I get you. I get you. I mean, yeah, longs look good here in the 1 minute. News in 15 minutes, boys. Yeah, everything's showing pretty nice rejection. Russell's just rocketing. Well, Felix, I'm okay. I'm open to either one, really, but just kind of wanting the longs to confirm on some higher time frames, to be honest. That way I don't try to catch a falling knife. I mean, yesterday we had low resistance liquidity run, in my opinion, as well, after sweeping out previous lows. Confirmed on lower time frames and then just kept selling off. I mean, we had a big, well, like 6 standard deviations of Asia range yesterday. Nice little day yesterday. But I'm open. I'm not against longs. Yeah, we'll kind of see what sets up here. Obviously not interested in just chasing longs from this area, especially inside this 1 hour gap. New 15. So got a nice, fairly strong close here on the 15-minute candle. NQ, ES. But this is what I was referring to, right? So Dow Jones was not quite as strong. Russell was strong. Russell was strong. ES, NQ, and Russell are probably the strongest here. But this is what I mean, like waiting to see like higher time frame, some higher time frame market structure shift, right? Not just like the 1 minute, 5 minute, which we got yesterday and it absolutely bit us in the ass. So now we've got that on the 15 at least. Obviously the hourly, 12, 13 minutes left on that. And the 4 hour. Didn't quite get 50% on that. Wonder if we can get a little push higher here. Stop just short of running some of these highs. See if we can get an internal manipulation and then look for confirmation to join the move. But NQ took the high, this high right here. Yeah, no. Winner. 5 minute gap left behind. LRLR is low resistance liquidity run. Basically, it's just a ICT term for trendline liquidity. When you got like stacked highs like this, notice how these highs don't purge one another, right? So Asia, I mean, even this high here, we got a high here from PM session in Wednesday at the end of the day. High here doesn't get purged. When basically you're just stacking up these highs that have not been taken out, or lows. This is what's considered low resistance. It'd be high resistance if like this high took out these highs, right? But that's what low resistance is. where you could basically draw a trend line on it like that, and you're kind of expecting it to get ran out. Smooth edges, right? Smooth edges versus jagged. Mackie is shorting. I mean, I feel like I'd personally wait for some confirmation, but looking pretty strong here on the 1 through 15. 15-minute closed as well. Hourly will close here in 10 minutes. The macro just began. This would be kind of where it's like, all right, we got 15-minute change in the state of delivery. Can we get, if we got some manipulation here, and then rejected, that'd be where it'd be nice to join the long at that point. But ICT's in the chat, boys. ICT, welcome. I could have swore ICT was mad at me. He says, actually, low resistance liquidity is a loose markets or price delivery. Don't want to be rude. So wait, actually, low resistance liquidity is a loose markets or price delivery. Don't want to be rude. Loose markets or price delivery? All right, school me, ICT. I actually don't understand that. If you would not mind, please. Michael, I'm glad you're here, though. I could have swore you were mad at me. I think I made a bad first impression. There we go. Clean price runs with FEGs in the wake of price runs. Candles share the range of previous candles. This is high resistance liquidity conditions. Low resistance liquidity is FEGs galore. Low resistance is FEGs galore. In the wake of price runs. Okay, so you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong here. You're saying basically a low resistance run would be if we had just a bunch of unfilled gaps? Or am I misunderstanding that as well? Basically what I'm understanding here, chat, is trendline liquidity would just be not low resistance liquidity run, but perhaps relative equal highs. Correct. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Those are clean or relative equal highs. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I've always referred to those as a low resistance liquidity run just because that's usually where we see a lot of speed. And then I've always pictured high resistance liquidity runs or just high resistance in general when we're bouncing between PD arrays. So like, for example, if we had hourly gap down here, and then an hourly gap, which we're trading into currently. If we're bouncing back and forth, and then we see like really choppy kind of internal structure, that's just what I've always referred to as high resistance. All right, boys. We got Jolt's jobs here in 5 minutes. Jolt's jobs in 5, hourly and 4-hour candle closure. So, yeah, hourly gap that we're running into. This is what we were kind of waiting on, right? Don't want to just like front run this. This has been really problematic for me. Really, honestly, since the beginning of the year. Every time I've ever tried to front run a hourly gap or something higher time frame, it has not been nice to me. But if we could see, because of this 15-minute close, if we could see price pull back into this unfilled 5 and show some respect without just totally obliterating it. Now, if we just run through this, I think we got to keep our eyes on lower prices. But if we could show some respect here and then confirm on the lower time frames, I'm personally going to be looking for probably some longs towards London and Asia. We'll see here. Explain that again. Explain what, China Man? What I consider high resistance? Yes. I just look at it as bouncing between PD arrays. Usually that's when we see a lot of chop, is when price is bouncing around between PD arrays. Especially in rangier markets when things have been a little bit more like kind of what we've seen, right? So this is obviously our weekly chart. And for the last 9 weeks, we've just been literally stuck in this range. Now, are we finally leaving that range? Obviously, when it comes to, I guess, not only ICT concepts, but what I would say most strategies, and ICT has said this himself, the price is easiest to trade when it's in spooling expansion markets, right? When we're in these tight consolidation ranges, it's tough. I mean, just look at this week, for example. If you just look at this week, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me at least, I was feeling personally pretty bullish after Monday. We traded up, just totally displaced through this new week opening gap. And then we left, relative equal highs up here. And we just sell all the way back off and totally run this out again. So, it's just tough when you're in these ranges because it's hard to trust this, right? But if we can finally get some clean delivery out of this range, it's easier to have that bias, if that makes sense. 5 minute getting traded here with no respect. We got news in 2 minutes, guys. News in two. Hedge your bets, boys. Are we going to find some support here, or are we going to just dump this thing? Look at that 15-minute now. Big drop, dump. Yeah, the only highs we've really taken, obviously these internal highs on NQ. Russell's the only one that's taken out London high. Because I'm a bad boy. What do you mean? That's not what Santa said. Your sister, on the other hand, she may have mentioned something like that. But I couldn't really tell. I think that's what I heard. I wasn't quite sure. If my memory serves me correct. All right, guys. News just came out here. 10 a.m. just opened up. Gosh, look at this 15-minute now. Look at that rejection on that hourly gap. Man, oh man. All right, let me see real quick. If we projected this out, oof, 2 to 2.5 puts us at like 24K. If this is going to flip the range here. Inverse the 5. Hourly candle closed. Basically a doji candle here. 4-hour close below the low. Looking bearish, boys. To me, at least. That was a big move. 388 points to the -1 standard deviation. $10.03. Man. I'm hesitating a little bit. And this might be unforgiving. Three-minute close in a minute. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to join the short here with 3 micros. It is a really big stop. Size accordingly if you do join this. There was the 1 minute gap tap. I don't know if we're going to get this. This might be fast. The reason I was hesitating is I was wondering if we are going to get a quicker retracement back up. Well, I think I'm going to give this a try. We got a 5 minute gap left behind. See if this can continue down. Target is going to be this -1 standard deviations of the move. Let's see, boys. ES is currently taking out the low. Dow Jones just sold off strong through previous day low. Silver's down 12%. That's crazy. Blood in the streets, boys. Blood in the streets. All right, well, let's see what we get here, boys. We got 10:07, so the 10 a.m. macro is kind of coming to an end. Would like to see this hourly candle after this rejection from the hourly gap. I would like to see this hourly candle stay bearish. My stop loss is basically at the high of this hourly candle. So that's kind of the framework I'm using here. But otherwise, yeah, I got everything I would say you'd want to see. Hourly gap rejection, 15-minute. Gave us a very nice bearish closer. Obviously, you know, if you're just looking at the 15-minute candle currently, this doesn't necessarily look like the sexiest entry. I don't know if I would necessarily, unless we tank, I don't know if I'd necessarily screenshot the entry there. It's not like Instagram story worthy per se, but nice rejection there. There's NQ. This is ES. Nice bearish order block. January low on ES is where I'd probably look to, depending on where we're at, probably reduce or take off the risk. So, see if we can get some expansion. Can we get some delivery? January low on ES is 814. We're currently at 829. Five-minute candle will close here in a minute. We will leave behind this 5-minute gap. Might see it retrace. What's my risk here? I kind of eyeballed it here as I joined it. I went from 5 to 3. I knew it was going to be a big stop. Five evals passed. Nice. Congrats. What's your trade idea? Open your eyes, man. It's on the screen. If internal sell side is taken, we have CISD, I will long. Supreme, dude. Supreme, this is where accountability will have to come in. I think, where'd you say? You were up in here somewhere and you were like, I think it was actually like right here, wasn't it? You were like, do not short this. Trust me, guys. Do not short this. This would have been like the picture perfect short. Supreme, Supreme, you know I have to say it. All the shit you gave me yesterday, I have to do it. We got to return the favor now. See? Dude, check again? No. Don't do that, Supreme. Supreme, listen, yesterday I was wrong. Yesterday I was wrong and I took a loss and you made sure that I knew. You made sure that I knew that I was wrong and you were right. It's time to return the fig. Don't be like that. Be a good sport. Be a good sport, Supreme. I was a good sport yesterday. I said, you were right, Supreme. I was wrong. This is part of it, man. I'm not saying I was right yet. I'm just saying that you were wrong here. Maybe I'll be wrong too. Maybe Trump will tweet some amazing news and, you know, it'll be RIP for me. But listen, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. If I'm gonna take accountability when I'm wrong, I just ask that chat does the same. January low incoming here shortly, I think, here on the ES. We got 821. January low at 814, so we got like 6 points to go. Approaching that level, though. E-mini, I don't have it marked on my micro chart here, but E-mini is taking out that 616 level that we mentioned. This was kind of that last weekly low. So if I go to the weekly here, this weekly low inside of this previous new week opening gap. Again, I think the higher time frame draw is this November low, but this would be where we could potentially see some sensitivity. Like to see this just continue spooling lower. Nice rejection here from this. Don't want to use the wrong term. This would probably be a propulsion block, no? They're all blocks to me. I'm not going to lie. They're all blocks to me. January low, we're like 2 points off. This is such a big move, 346 points. 1 to 3 is the full R. I definitely probably won't hold for the whole thing, to be honest. In terms of all my position, I'll probably look to partial here at some point. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit surprised. I kind of thought we were going to get retracement into this 5-minute gap. Maybe we still will. At this rate, would kind of just prefer not to return, but that's why I joined it here. Kind of an odd entry for what I usually like. But I've been getting left in the dust so much. All right, there's January low, chat. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave most of this on. I'm going to shave 1 of 3 off. But January low is being taken on ES here just in case we get a retracement. 15 minute. There we go. New 15 minute just opened up. Okay. I went ahead and just took one off. I'm going to leave these two run though. R to R, this is not super fantastic. It's like a little over 1 R, but it was a huge stop. Yeah, I'm going to go break even. I can always rejoin this move if we really truly do see a retracement back up into here and then respect. And we'll hold these other two here. No issues with the copy trader, thank goodness. W trade, dude. It must be because ICT's he was in the chat. I don't know if he still is in the chat. He must have turned our luck over for the better boys. Oh my gosh, see, look at this. This is exactly why I partialed. Humana, 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 humana. The level that I was using for take profit was just going to be -1 standard deviations of this range because I think overall we could be drawing to that November low at 150. Really no need for me to catch all that if I'm being honest. I'm just looking at negative standard deviation, -1 from this manipulation. So I'm kind of viewing this as our Judas swing, right? Our opening range low to the high that we put in at 950. And then just projecting that down. So that's the TP I used. Or will be using. If we can get there, 2-minute gap. ICT was in the chat. I don't know if he still is or not. Apparently I had the wrong definition of what low resistance liquidity was. I just always viewed trendline liquidity as like a low resistance run. I guess that's the wrong definition. Potato, potato. Potato, potato, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is why. Listen, I got decent grades. I got decent grades in school, but you know, maybe this is why, one of those things. Maybe I wasn't the best test taker all the time. Maybe it's the rebel in me. You know, you got order blocks, breaker blocks, propulsion blocks, mitigation blocks, suspension blocks. They're all blocks to me. They serve the same purpose as long as you got the right narrative right. Tyler, trading for 2 years now, and I passed my first funded first week of January, which was 5K, and blew it, and now my second funded, which is a 10K, and now I'm down 400 plus. Hey, let me read that again, 10, 10, 20. Trading for 2 years now, I passed my first funded first week of January, which was a 5K. And I blew it. Now my second funded, which is a 10K, I'm down 400 plus. Have any advice for me? So your first funded was the first week of January? I mean, my advice would just be, well, first of all, don't beat yourself up. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, act like I'm some genius that hasn't had any struggles so far in 2026. The New York AM session has been really, really challenging for me. As you guys have seen on stream here, we've streamed pretty much every single day this year, and yeah, man, it's been a tough go. I've been offside plenty, and I've also had just some times where I just totally, you know, had some management issues and whatever. So, you know, it hasn't been the easiest this year, I wouldn't say. We took a look at the weekly chart earlier, and we've just been in this weekly range for 9 weeks. So it hasn't been the most ideal conditions. Now, obviously, that's not an excuse, but If it gives you any sort of peace of mind, it hasn't been the easiest conditions. But my advice would just be, you know, if one, take it slow. You're down 400 on this funded account, a 10K account. I don't know what the margin would be on that. It can't be much though. I mean, just size down, dude. Like, even trade one micro if you need to, right? But keep the risk very light. I would say if you do end up blowing that, because I don't know what the margin is on it, you know, paper trade for a bit. If you do paper trade, treat the account like a funded account. The problem with paper trading, and the reason I don't advocate for it too much, is because you can't replicate the emotions of when you have some skin in the game. At least with a live account or even just a evaluation account, you have some level of risk, right? You paid for the account and you make different decisions when you have that. You know, when it's just a paper, like a truly demo account, paper account, I feel like the issue that a lot of people have, at least speaking for myself, for sure, I've never treated it like there was any skin in the game, because there wasn't. I would sit there and I'd be like, oh yeah, my target was hit, but yeah, let me just hold it anyway just to see what happens. And then if it kept going further, I would be like, oh my God, look at how much money I would have made. This is amazing. And then I sit there and you build yourself up in your head when it's like, that isn't a real decision you would have made if there was real risk involved, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't stay necessarily on paper trade too long. I don't advocate for it too much, just because the emotional aspect is probably the most important thing. But yeah, just size down. Just size down, take it slow, don't be in a rush. You know, biggest piece of advice that I think I could give anybody, and this is advice that I need to take myself a lot, is like, if you can truly frame a trade both directions, just don't trade. And when you look at the weekly chart, I mean, it's not like it's, you're telling me there wouldn't have been several occasions over the last 9 weeks where you wouldn't have been able to frame trades both ways? Absolutely, you could have. I mean, you guys saw it on stream here. There's plenty of times where that was exactly the case. And a lot of the times, the reason that I was taking L's is because I was still putting trades on. I'm sitting here framing both directions, and I go, well, you know, and then you talk yourself into one direction or another, and then you execute on it, right? So, I mean, but that's really it. That's all part of discipline. But like for this trade today, I really didn't feel like I framed a scenario for longs, right? I did frame a scenario for longs. I said, all right, if price pulls down into here, respects this 5-minute gap, and then we see, you know, a nice reaction from that, then I could look to join longs towards like London and Asia highs. But we waited, right? We waited for the news. We waited to see if it was going to respect and hold and show confirmation. It didn't. We ran right through it. So at that point, I was really only framing shorts. So obviously we're in this. We'll see if we get some more expansion down. And that's really it. But as far as that goes, like that was kind of the framework. Hopefully that all makes sense, but best of luck, dude. 2 years, second funded account. Did he say how much margin is in the 10K? I don't even know. What would a 10K margin be? Usually like a 25K account is like 1,000. So is a 10K account like a 500 margin? Play some mean, for God's sakes. Listen, I'm not gonna jinx nothing. We don't want to celebrate anything too early. We got one little partial off. It's just a small one. It's not anything to write home about, boys. We gotta see if we can get some expansion. We'll have a nice little ticker tape parade if we get this this move to play out. And we'll have to give ICT credit. Listen, ICT was in the chat. If we get a full 300+ point move, boys, our voodoo may have shifted. Just saying. Just saying. My only question is, I wonder if ICT is ever like on the beginning of streams when I'm playing like the speeches or the audio recordings of him talking. He just sits there. You think he just like sits there and like listens to the audio of him talking at the beginning of the stream? He's just like, man, this fucking guy. This guy's dropping bars. Or no? Tomorrow non-farm news? No, it's off the schedule. Oh my goodness. See, this is why you can't celebrate too early, champ. That's why you can't celebrate. NASDAQ is a cruel mistress. So plan here tentatively, if this does get ran out break even, we'll see if we still hold this 5-minute gap. We left the breakaway gap up here. This is actually a BPR. What would be like premium and discount of this range? 5-minute gap fill. Ah, there we go. Don't scare us like that, NASDAQ. Get that ass down there. I don't know if I have a meme that's fitting for this moment. Ever since we deleted Hawk to a Girl from the meme deck. Tony, when you say, Tyler, are you regulated? Was that you asking that same question yesterday? I genuinely don't know what that means. Am I regulated? Am I regulated? Like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. A Netanyahu meme? I should find one. I should maybe find a BB meme, but I'll probably get myself in trouble again. I don't know. Listen, the Jewish community is so sensitive. Oh, man. You make one BB Netanyahu joke and everybody just loses their mind. Hit a silver short going and it's literally the same up and down, is it? Dude, silver's down 13.5%. What? Crazy. Oh, wow. Asia. How's silver down 13.5%? Gold's only down 2%. I'm tired of winning, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. We got to play that now. You'll thank me. Oh, this is a blast from the past, chat.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I'm tired of this, NASDAQ. That's too damn bad. You keep holding. Check Bitcoin, dude. I don't need to check Bitcoin. All right. I know, it's bad. I think we fell below 70K. 60. Oh, my. I'm fucked. ICT. Listen, ICT. Is he? I don't even know if he's still in here. He hasn't said anything in a while. He might just be vibing out or just. Who knows what he's doing. ICT. If you are listening, if you are here. one of my biggest criticisms of you, sir, if I may say, was when you said, if Bitcoin goes to 100K, you'll delete the YouTube channel. Now, I'm not sitting here asking you to delete your YouTube channel. Let me just put the record straight. But you did say it. You did say it. I, for one, am somebody that has held through 2 bear cycles now. And this is no different. We hit the all-time high. ICT, get this. ICT all-time high on my birthday. October 6th. True story. Didn't take any profit, and now I'm just holding. And now I'm like, now they're saying Jeffrey Epstein might be behind Bitcoin, and I don't know what to think. I might just be... might be over for me. Anyway, thought you should know that. $2.9K. Listen, my prediction on Bitcoin. This could mean absolutely nothing, but it could mean something. My prediction on Bitcoin is on the 12-month chart. Which I made a video about this. We've been talking about this probably ad nauseum at this point. We've talked about it multiple times. I like below 50K. 2.9K. Listen, if we go to 2.9K, like this thing was a rug pull. This is over. This was a big transfer of wealth. Trump will have been the scapegoat to have created exit liquidity for everybody that sold up here. So that's my thought process. I'm thinking below 50,000. And I mean, just look at the 12-month structure. Just look at the 12-month structure from cycle to cycle. You know, so hopefully the technical analysis saves us. But yeah, I'm not gonna be delusional. I think we see below 50K. So it's that time of year, boys, or that time of the cycle where you log out of your wallets, you don't check your portfolio, and anytime somebody brings up Bitcoin, you just shed a singular tear and immediately change the topic. Otherwise, it ain't gonna be fun. So, yeah. Yep. That would be something, though, wouldn't it, if they said that, or if it kind of came out that, like, Epstein and, like, Israel is, like, legitimately who created Bitcoin? The irony. Would you be shocked, though? Would you be shocked? Yeah, I can't say that I would. Oh man, dude, the world of politics, bro. It is tough, man. It is tough to, like, it's just so easy to go down the rabbit hole, bro. And man, it is discouraging. It makes me feel like a giant fool for ever voting in any election. Like, how can you feel any other way? The illusion of choice, literally. All right, we got Dow Jones. Well, we got Russell finally trading through the previous day low. We got Dow Jones is true. What is this low here? Tuesday, previous day low. Dow Jones is hitting. We're at 1035, so a new 30-minute candle here. NQ is just stalling out. ES traded a new low here. Hodl. Hold the line, chat. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm in the daily volume imbalance, Pluto. I took one partial here. I'm good. I took one partial. I need a little bit more risk reward than that. I mean, this is like a 1R basically where I took my partial, so it's fine. If we retrace, I'll, you know, and we see respect here. This is my plan. Like if we pull up, find some respect here and then sell back off, I would look for, you know, something to probably rejoin the move in all honesty, but we'll see if that happens. Listen, if you guys want to take profit, go ahead and take profit. Don't let me stop you. Your account is none of my business. How about this? Everybody manage their trade however they want. Deal? Does that sound like a fair deal? I think that sounds like a fair deal. $15-minute gap as well. Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, my plan is if we retrace up into here, I'm okay re-entering the position later if we need to, but or re-entering, I should say. Supreme, I'm convinced at this point that all you care about is proving to a random YouTube live chat that you're right about everything. You've taken no accountability for when you were wrong. You just sit here and you keep saying things like, I told you so, I told you so, I wrote it. Like, is that all you care about, is just sitting here and trying to look cool in front of a bunch of strangers on a YouTube live chat? That's what I'm starting to think, Supreme. No if you can't take accountability for when you're wrong, I literally don't give a fuck, bro. I'm sorry. Buddy clearly says something totally wrong up here. Takes no accountability. The opposite of accountability he takes for it. And now wants me to sit here and give a shit that he's like, oh, bro. It's like, bro, come the fuck on. Like, let's grow up. Let's grow up, Supreme. The women aren't going to want to fuck you anymore, trust me. You know what I mean? I don't know why you fucking make me come unhinged.
I don't enjoy talking to you that way. I don't know why you insist on making me blow my top. We've been on a lot of adventures together, but it seems like you haven't learned anything. Anything. You think on it. I'll be in the limo.
Mother,
He's okay.
tell your children not to.
I don't know why you insist on making me blow my top. I said I did not expect the big drop, but whatever. We're getting there, Supreme. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. Listen, I don't care if you guys are sitting here like, I was right. I said it in the chat. That's cool. Just take accountability for when you're wrong. I'm doing this shit live, so I can't run from the accountability. If I take a trade that loses and I look like an idiot, I mean, this is part of the deal. 15-minute gap, we did touch it. We'll see. You might get break even stopped on the rest here. Traders versus accountability, though. My goodness, man. That's like the only downside of the trading space is like everybody's ego is so inflated to like think that like because they predicted price, like the direction of price either going up or down, you quite literally could have guessed up or down and gotten it right. And they think that like they're God's gift to trading. Bro. Relax. Take a little chill pill. Humble yourself. You know what I'm saying, chat? Jeez. All right. Break even on the rest. Here comes the, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you to take profit, bro. I told you to take profit, bro. Just shut up. If you say anything like that, you're going in timeout. All right? And you're not going to be in the giveaway today. Talking to you. I don't know who, but it's you. I'm talking to you. That's right. Yeah. Oh, no giveaway. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me turn these off for now. Well, boys, we got one partial off literally at the low of this move. We did SMT the low here with ES. NQ kind of just like ran out of gas. I love when the relative weakness shifts like that. But we'll see here. I'm still open to rejoining the move lower. I'm definitely not interested in longs, to be honest. At least not right now. So we'll see here. We got the 11 a.m. macro incoming in like 7 minutes, but. All right. Time to put some people in timeout. Who wants this? Who wants this dictatorship? Who wants one? Who wants one? Who wants one? What cologne do you use? I was about to say something feral and probably not PG, so. I got a few options. We like to switch it up, get a nice little rotation. Mr. Never Take Profit Master. I'm actually convinced that some of you would be totally cool with me taking like a 0.5 risk reward trade as long as I take profit. As long as he takes profit, that's all I care about. New 15-minute just open. After hitting the 50. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. What a candle, boys. I'm going to rejoin this move, though. I thought about waiting for a retest of this order block here, but 3 micros was my previous stop here, and it was like 117 points. So this is doable here with risk. 1 minute gap being left. We got macro beginning shortly. This could be a good entry here. Break even at these equalos. Andreas said revenge trade final boss. Kev, I see you deleted the message. Can you explain to me how this is a revenge trade? Chat, type a 1 in the chat if you heard me say, if it comes up here and stops me out of break even, and then we see reaction from the 15-minute gap, I will look to replay and re-enter the trade. Can you put a 1 in the chat if I said that like more than once? Revenge trade final boss. Fucking low IQ comment final boss. Let's take a look at Andreas, shall we? Shall we take a look at Andreas? Let's see who says such things. Oh, nice. A picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Amazing. Well, listen, boys, you can't ignore the chat. This is we gotta interact with the chat while we're waiting. It's not like we're doing anything different because of what they say. We just gotta, you know, let it play out. It's a good time killer. Listen, we gotta waste the time somehow while these trades play out. I don't got memes forever. Is it me trading? My target is just the -1 standard deviations of this opening range Judas swing. Because I think we could be drawing towards the November low. I'm not trying to trade the entire move to November low. I don't know if it'll even happen today. That'd maybe be an overzealous target. But I do want to see expansion. Took one short already, expecting 10 a.m. candle to expand lower, which we got. Took one partial off, ended up being this low, so it was a good spot to partial. But I'm just not willing to be a bull yet, so I'm staying with this move. And really until it gets proven wrong, right? So I would say if it flips back, you know, and we see this inversion of the 15, then maybe we could look for higher prices. But until then, I'm going to stick with this narrative. ES kind of, I know, bro. I see ES, Dow Jones. We kind of picked up on relative weakness. I mean, ES was already a little bit weaker than NQ, I would say, when we formed like that 15-minute order block. So yeah, you're probably right. It is probably a better day to be shorting ES. But we shorted NQ, so we're trying to make do. PM session, I mean, it kind of depends on how this AM session goes. And if I feel like we got nice draws for the PM session or not. But I mean, if this move can deliver, then I'm totally content with being done after this morning. That'd be ideal. We're in the macro now as well, so let's see if we can get some volatility here. Wrong way. The move is done? How do you know? Spool, baby! Spool! Spool! Stop is above equal highs, kind of scary. I mean, on the 1 minute, yeah, but on the 15 minute, this is what we look like, right? Poked up into this 15 minute, retested the low. I'm just expecting order flow to continue bearish. Plus, like, you're talking about equal highs. What about these equal lows? Look at this. Would you rather have your stop here or here? thinking here? The CISD, yeah, so basically what I have marked out here is 15-minute gap tap and then the 1 minute. So just using some time frame alignment or just scaling down in general. 1 minute change in the state of delivery. This is the last down close candle before this move up that purged the 15-minute gap. An internal buy side. So this is what I'm looking at as the change in the state and bearish order block, which then created this move down. Also got these inversions here internally. So that's the thought process. All right, Supreme, have a good day, man. We'll see you in 24 hours. Guy can't even take accountability for when he's wrong. What a pussy. What a vagine. You know, it wouldn't be that bad, but it's just like you come in here every single day tooting your own horn, acting like you're holier than thou when it comes to trading. And the very first, and like the time I call you out on being wrong, you just like, come on, bro. You know what I mean, chat? Like, give me a break. Go, go. Come on, NASDAQ. NASDAQ, I heard tariffs were coming in again. NASDAQ, I heard Trump's fighting with China. It's just a rumor. I don't know what I heard. $15.25. Yo, what is up with that haircut? Why is that? That's a real. That meme is so real. That's why does everybody in that generation have that haircut? How did that happen? That is actually such a real thing. If you literally go to like anywhere in public where there's a group of them, it's crazy, actually. Oh my god. You shitting me? What kind of macro is this? Bit choppy at the moment, you don't say. Yeah, I think you might be right. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a wee bit. New hour just opened up. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. From Malawi? I don't know if I'm saying that right. First time on the live. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you guys want to do a giveaway today or no? Last time I asked you guys didn't actually you guys actually did not want to do one. We can maybe do one. What's the likes at? Let me check. Oh, let me check. Oh, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. You better hurry. You better hurry. 99 likes. Wow. Wow. Somebody in the chat earlier said, if we get 150 likes, can we do a giveaway? I said yes, and you guys didn't do it, so. Yeah. Bashi says cooked. How do you know? I mean, if we're cooked, I guess, but plan followed. I did what I wanted. We got one partial off here. So, could be worse. Oh, thank you, Felix. GG's in the Discord too, yeah. You short, me long. To each their own, I guess. Yeah, the market was moving great when ICT was in here. This must have been right. He must have left right after partial number 1. Look at what happened immediately after. We're literally stuck in this range, bro. Yeah, I'm thinking ICT dipped at 10:15. He said, "All right, chat, I'm out of here." Maybe you guys were a little bit more respectful. I saw some of you guys saying some mean things to him right away. Like, how you expect to make friends? You just, the moment you see someone, you just start attacking them verbally. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. I thought I raised you better than that. Now you think on it. Listen, we're trying to get on his good side, not his bad side. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Silver drops 13%. Everybody loses their mind. My goodness, man. This is unbelievably slow. Like, bro, we're like through the 11 a.m. macro almost. It's 11:06. What are we doing? I'm running out of patience a little bit here. Check the link in the Discord. Only messages. Oh, I've seen this video. I've seen this. That's funny. Thanks for reminding me, Felix. I actually got to go back and watch what you sent yesterday. I didn't watch what you sent yesterday. I got to be honest. Not yet. Pull it up. I'll pull it up in a little bit here. I'm just thinking this. I want to see these equal lows get ran out. That's my break even at this point, because if we don't expand, then we don't expand. And then, like, I'm just thinking, like, if this 5-minute candle had it flipped back up and closed above, I think I would have just hopped out. But it looks like we might be in store for a break even here. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up once we have some sort of action here. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low. Where does this line up if we project this? Look at that, boys. So the -1 standard deviation from the Judah swing this morning, and this -1 standard deviation from the low to the high internally, projecting it down, it's all lining up here. What is this risk reward if we just win here? 2.4? Hell yeah. Oh, come on, bruh. Did we take that on ES? I can't I can't tell. Looks like we just tapped it perfect. The low is 802.75. Oh, yeah, we tapped it perfect. Come on. Another little push. Another little push. Come on. Back that Tonka truck on up. Sucked it when I break even. Honestly, dude, yeah, it got to a point here. I was starting to question the trade myself. I'm still not questioning the trade. I still need to see us get out of this range. But what are we doing, bro? I'm just going to go break even now, man. I'm not going to see red on this trade. If it's going to come all the way back up here, this market can fuck right off. That's crazy. You're not going to give me red on this trade. Nope, not going to happen. You're not going to give me... Not today, Satan. Not today. Any other day but today. Because you know what? I have free will. And my free will says no red. None. We won't have it. 9. Dude, we literally perfect equal O's here on ES. Come on, NQ. Don't blue ball us like that. Come on. We traded YM on Friday. We came back to you. See? See what happens? We came back to you. But if you ain't going to be treating us right. All right, dude. Came back after cheating. See, hey, listen. Get you some act right. What pair am I trading? USD JPY. Yeah, the yen is really consolidating right now. Crazy. CAD NZD. Yeah, I'm trading we only trade one pair here, and it's Indian rupees. Yeah, everybody's so enamored by ES, NQ. I'm just a big fan of the Indian rupee index. It's definitely slept on. Tyler, did you saw XRP? Bruno, I'm in the phase of logged out of my wallets and portfolios everywhere, so I can't see it. So it's in God's hands. Jesus, take the wheel. XRP is out. Oh yeah, don't worry, it's coming down. It's all coming down. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna show you guys the funniest shit on crypto, and just whenever this trade comes to an end, we'll do a giveaway. I'm gonna show you guys some funny shit in crypto of what happened to me. So stay tuned. Para, I am good. How are you? How are you, Para? Dude, literally oh, there we go. All right, well, there's the low, boys. I'm not doing anything with it, but geez, that was gonna be something if we just didn't take it out. So that's actually the New York AM session kill zone low as well. So if this just, like, I would go break even here. This was going to be the initial purpose of it, was break even. But this is so range bound and tight now that, yeah, I mean, this is kind of expected. The most patient break even trade you've ever fucking seen. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty then. So we got one partial win, one break even. I mean, if you partial, they're closed here, I guess. There you go. But all right. So if you're sitting here wondering like why did we turn around here, there's a couple different reasons why I guess in terms of like sell side. So if you're just looking at NQ, you're not really too sure because we've obviously taken out significant draws already, and then we kept going lower. But if you're looking at like other assets, like for example, ES took out, I deleted it, the January low today. So that's a significant liquidity pool that we went lower for. YM also took out this low here. I don't know what this low is. It just a daily? Oh, okay, yeah. So this low from Tuesday previous day low, and now seeing some retracement back up. So 4-hour candle close in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Look at that reaction, jeez. Man, oh. Well, boys, at least we weren't longing up here. Green is green however we can get it. But because it was only one partial that I got off. $267 per account. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. I mean, if we get like a 15-minute change in the state of delivery to the upside, I think it wouldn't be unreasonable to think that this could be in play. But I'll wait on that. I'm not in any hurry to get in any longs, boys. All right, I'm not in a rush. I am not going to be in a rush. But anyway, let's run a giveaway quick, and then I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys some crypto fun while we let everybody have a chance to fill out the form. I guess I could have been doing this. While we were waiting, but you guys aren't in a hurry to leave, are you? You're not in a hurry, right? Yeah. We're not in a hurry. Yeah, you guys aren't in a hurry. Yeah. Giveaway. What's the date today? The 5th? 2-5. Also, get the likes up, boys. If we're not at least 150 likes, we ain't doing a giveaway. By the time I finish this form, that's the only deal. 50K select name, email address, YouTube username. Go delete that. I don't know if ICT is still in here or not. If he is, he'll find this hilarious. Oh man! All right, boys. If you want to be in the giveaway, we're gonna do a duck race. We'll do a 50K select giveaway again. If you want to be in the giveaway, fill out this form. We will give it. I don't know, like 5 minutes here or so, and then we'll run the giveaway. But yeah, if you guys want to know what happened to me in the world of crypto. First of all, my analyses, if I go to, was it the 3-month chart or 6-month? Yeah. So my analyses was, obviously when you're in price discovery, you don't really have things to go off of. So you can only go off of structure, you know, kind of measured moves, and you know, also just the element of time when it comes to, like, you know, the top of Bitcoin is usually so many days after like the halving event. So oddly enough, it lined up with like October, November of 2025, which we hit October 6th. Literally my birthday was the all-time high on Bitcoin. So that's kind of a kick in the you-know-what. The fact that I had a nice birthday present from the markets and it didn't matter because I rejected it. But no, yeah, I projected this out on this. This is the manipulation, or the, I should say, the quote-unquote bear market from 2021 to 2023, right? And then just projecting this out. We literally hit -1 standard deviations almost perfectly on Bitcoin. And my greedy little piglet butt wanted to see over 150K. And XRP, even worse, bro. I actually fully intended to sell my XRP at this -1 standard deviations. And you guys want to know how stupid of a decision I made? The day that we hit that level, where was it? we hit the level, right? And I go, oh, let me wait for it to touch it again, and then or take out this high, and then I'll sell it. I'll take some more profit. I took profit one time on XRP on this run, but I was gonna take the rest off. If we got one more poke above this high, and then it didn't happen, and then I sat, my greedy fucking ass sat, and now I'm sitting in this. That's what happens when you get fucking greedy. So, fun shit. Very fun stuff. So yeah, boys, that's what happened to me. Oh, my entry on XRP was like below 30 cents. I mean, so it's still up, but yeah, I basically got entries when the SEC lawsuit happened. This is back in like 2021, I think. Yeah, right here. Literally, I think the SEC lawsuit came down right here. Because we were up, and I remember we just like flash crashed. And yeah, I started buying at 30 cents. I think we went down to like 17. Yeah, price probably gonna do some stupid shit like this. So anyway, yup. Crypto fun for everyone. You know what's crazy about the whole crypto thing is I'm not even like a crypto enthusiast or max, like what would be the term, like a maximist. Like I'm not a huge believer in crypto. I'm really not. That's what makes it all the more like kind of embarrassing that I didn't take more profit. So I guess now we gotta wait. All right, boys, giveaway here in 1 minute, okay? Let's do the giveaway in a minute. If you don't fill out the form in the next minute, you will not be in the duck race, all right? We're going to do a duck race for a 50K select account with TRADEIFY. I'll pull the duck race up. Let's get these duckies quacking. Come on, come on, come on. What's up, Paris? What'd you say? Missed my trade for today, but oh well, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit, but it wasn't quite the expansion we were hoping for. I'm curious though. What if we would have been a little bit more aggressive? If you would have been a little bit more aggressive with being bearish from the hourly gap up here, I guess your first entry could have been here. All right, if you're using a 1 minute entry model. Although you'd probably prefer, off of a 1 hour PD array, you'd probably prefer slightly a little higher time frame, like a 5 minute for confirmation, especially with this 5 minute gap that was looming bullish. But like so with that being said, if you weren't using the 1 minute, maybe like this 5 minute inversion could have been like the earliest entry. We didn't come back for this 5 minute BPR yet, so that was left as breakaway. But I guess, yeah, I mean, if you went for this inversion, like just off the close there, put your stop above the either this candle or this candle, probably the inversion candle. You got like a 1.6R, so you got a little bit more compared to the entry I got, which was down here. But otherwise, yeah, the 1 minute. If you're a real baller degen and you shorted right here, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, you could just target this low, 2.3R. Yeah, because that 5 minute. Let me check. I think, yeah, you would have been entered before the 5 minute tap. I believe. Yeah, should have been. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it would have been one of those clean trades. You could have entered this, break even right away, and then you would have never been tagged out. Anyway. All right, duckies. Bye, boys. Duck race incoming. Let me grab the list. Let me check the likes. 155 likes. Ooh, by the hair of your chinny chin chin, boys. The hair of your chinny chin chin. Hide the emails quick. Oh, that was nice of you guys. I asked if ICT was your daddy. Everybody put yes. Dang, that's awfully nice, you guys. ICT is your daddy. Listen, I don't know if ICT's watching. But ICT, dude, check this out. Look what I did to him. Look what I did. Is ICT your daddy? Screenshot this. Everybody said yes. Everybody said yes. Crazy. Everybody said yes. Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was funny. Oh, come on. All right. All right, we got the names here. We got the names. All right, boys. Best of luck, everybody. We got 114 that made it into the giveaway. We'll do a, let's do like a 60-second race, huh? Set her all up. All right, let me, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Get my big mug out of the way. How about that? All right, boys. Best of luck. Let me check the chat real quick. Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. I don't know what says gonna go poop. Email me when I win the giveaway. Thanks. Sorry, you got to be present. Hey, bro, if you're not here to claim your prize, We'll have to run it again. If you're pooping, that's on you, man. Shit happens. Oh, but get it? All right, boys. I don't think I missed anything. All right. Why they call it a Drake candle? Oh, you're too young for that. Best of luck, everybody. Best of luck. 60 seconds on the clock. 50K select account with TRADEIFY. On your marks. Hang on. Yeah. On your marks. Get set. Carthio, early lead, always a bad sign. Always a bad sign. It's like the manipulation on the candle. You're the power of 3. This is the manipulation. Open, high. We're about to distribute lower. I'm sorry, Carthio. That's how that goes. Yeah, you want to go the opposite way, right? If you want to win this race, you want to start in the back and finish in the front. Yeah. So a lot of you guys are power of 3 the other way here. This is good. We got Enrico Trades currently leading by a hair. Maybe we got Max? Twister now kind of twisting his way into the front. Twist it, bop it, pull it. We got Jay Tizzle going here. Oh my gosh, let's hedge our bets. Who do we think's gonna win this? Oh, Anthony can't be you. Nah. Oh, no gamble, no futcha. No, who's it gonna be? I can't even see these names. Tiny Man. Oh, Tiny Man. Tiny Man, you can't even use TRADEIFY, right? Hindsight King. Hindsight King with the come from behind win. Listen, you were kind of middle of the pack there, and then you just saved your nitrous till the end. You found another gear, did you? Hindsight King, are you there, Hindsight King? Are you there, Hindsight King? We'll give him a little bit, boys. If he's not here, we'll re-race. All right, Hindsight King is here. Hindsight King, let me just double check. What is he, 75 here? Let me just double check Hindsight King here. Oh, yep. Okay, just making sure. I'm just making sure that he said ICT was also his daddy. I was just making sure. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Just so, all right, Hindsight King, you know where to find me, I believe. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, or open a Discord ticket, and I will get you the code here after stream. But hey, appreciate you, boys and girls. Thanks for coming as always. Hit the like button on your way out the door if you'd be ever so kind. We are slightly green on the day, 1 partial profit trade and then 1 break-even trade. Now it looks like price maybe wanting to shift back for internal highs after all, so could be in play. Keep an eye out on this. We got wow, we got a 15-minute inverse. Oh, what? The 15-minute inversion on the NASDAQ? Are you kidding me right now? Is this what I, is it? No, is this what I think it is? This could be. This might be something, folks. 15-minute inverse. You guys don't think. Wait. You guys don't think. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking, what you're saying, what I'm thinking also? Bro still wants to trade? I mean, yeah, I didn't even hit a full target. What's wrong with still trading? Never took a loss, 1 break even, 1 partial win. God forbid a white guy have a little motion. Put more than 1 trade on. Jeez. All right, boys. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I think if something does kind of form here in the lower time frames, I would be probably open to potentially trying longs to like this internal high here if we can keep that. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on that. I'll keep you guys updated if I take anything else on Twitter or Discord or whatever. But I do have to hop off here for at least a little bit. But appreciate you guys. Enjoy your guys' Thursday. We again do not have NFP on the news calendar for tomorrow. We just have 10 a.m. Red Folder News with consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Well, I'll be back live tomorrow. So if you don't hear from me later, I will see you boys and girls tomorrow morning. All right, guys, enjoy your Thursday. Appreciate yous. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right. Peace and love, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Joints on my playground, never asking why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Dreadlocks now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.